Good, beautiful morning, Main Street Rutherford. Thank you for joining us every Friday morning at 8:30 as we try to bring to you what's happening in our wonderful town of Rutherford. This will be the last day of June, working our way to July 4th. Events, in fact, we're going to start tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Got a new, Doug, I was by there yesterday, even stopped lots of guys working. They did a great job. So we're had a lot of excitement to talk about. As you can tell, I'm a flying solo today. Jackson is in his last day of kinder camp, preparing him for kindergarten. He's been there all this week, so he's in for a change of lifestyle for a while. So we'll do our best to get through, but maybe his schedule will fit ours sometime, and we'll have him back as a guest appearance. And I'll have him to save up on jokes, but he's got a lot of stories. I've already talked to him several times. He's got a lot of stories about his classmates, his teacher, and his school. So we're excited about that. But thank you for joining us. Thanks again to Magnolia and Doug getting us online every Friday morning and keep us there. A lot of great things to talk about today. I'm excited. Great weekend. It's a great day to be on Main Street in Rutherford. Got a ribbon cutting this morning going on all the time. So Doug, Magnolia, I'll turn it over to you and let's fly.
Well, we're not going to have Lee Greenwood in Rutherford tonight, but the next best thing is Old 74 Jazz, 16-piece jazz band. They will be playing live in Main Street Park from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, maybe a little longer.
Main Street Park or Kiwanis Park?
Oh, God. Well, I was just sitting here thinking with these beautiful wildflowers, I wanted to get to that later in the show, how beautiful Main Street Park is looking. But no, you were right, Magnolia. Kiwanis Park, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, Old 74 Jazz. And then Magnolia and I got a little behind the scenes yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Scoops will be on hand with their mobile trailer. Amy and Chris brought by some new flavors yesterday. I guess we're like their
testing
test dummies. Oh, no, test professional.
Poison control.
Sure. But they brought by some secret samples yesterday. And I'm going to tell you, when those things hit the store, we're going to need to get RPD out there to direct traffic. It's going to be so crazy. But
yes, absolutely.
Chris, Amy, and the whole team at Scoop, thanks for treating us that way. We love being your test dummies or test professionals, whatever the case may be. And so they'll be on hand with their trailer. They're going to be, I think Chris said they're going to try to start serving in the 7 o'clock hour, something like that. So they'll be there through the fireworks. No food truck tonight. Now, Scoop will have some drinks on hand. So talked to them yesterday. They're going to have some canned products and some water and stuff like that. With them being the only food truck there, but no actual food. So just ice cream.
Definitely stop on your way in to one of our downtown restaurants and then head your way over, make your way
up in. Yeah, with it being at 8 o'clock, you have plenty of time to go out to eat and get down there. Or hey, grab some takeout. Grab some Rutherford Thai, grab some Copper Penny, grab some Yellow Sun. I know Yellow Sun's got a really cool special this week. Yeah, I know, right, Ginger? Like it's like they have a flight. Have y'all seen that? They have the 6 flavor flight, but then it's even difficult. Like, which ones do you put on the flight?
It's hard to choose.
Yeah, it's hard to choose. But Old 74 Jazz will be there. They're going to be playing an arrangement of patriotic music. And so fireworks are going to be in the same location that we did for Hilltop Fall Festival. So if you're not interested in getting down in the crowds at Kiwanis Park, go check out the courthouse lawn is a great viewing spot. The cemetery is another good viewing spot on the backside of the cemetery. That's about what I'm sure there's other spots.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I mean, like, we're shooting them off at the same place that we shot off the fireworks at Hilltop Fall Festival last year. So if you were somewhere else and you were like, oh, look, random fireworks, then you can definitely go back to that same location and be able to see them.
Yeah.
But And if you come early, I'm going to have this big old box of goodies of sparklers and glow sticks and everything. So you can definitely come out and bring your kiddos and have a good time in the park before the fireworks start.
Yeah, and I wanted to say in the park, Maddie from our public works team, she has decorated the park with tons of these little American flags. Okay, so we don't care. Tell your kids, grab one, take one home. They are all over the park, you know, for some ambiance. So if you need one for your front yard, you want to put one in your front yard, have the kids grab one, have them run around the park waving the flag, whatever they want to do. They're there for you. We don't mind if you take them. Grab them. We'll have a few extras laying around, not on the ground. Don't let them touch the flags. Not supposed to touch the ground. But we'll have some out to give out. So take some home, decorate your yard. But yeah, grab them from the park. That's what they're there for.
In fact, just past a week, happened to have Jackson late in the afternoon. We went by Public Works and Keith let Jackson take some flags to the park and put them up. So he went to the park, put his own flags up so people can look for those. And so it looks great. So happy 4th of July to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ginger's on it. She's giving you all the notes behind the scenes. I like it. She's giving you all the, you know, we're going to have to get her the earpiece, you know, like, you know, the direct line earpiece, kind of like a news broadcast for you, Mayor.
She already has one. Don't worry about it.
But it really has been an amazing week here in Rutherford. We have so much to cover, so much to cover this morning on today's episode of Brewtiful Mornings. But I want to take a minute just to kind of reflect, because of all of the activity that's happening this week and activity that'll be happening next week, it has really been a monumental year. So when we talk about year in town operations, we really have 2 years that we deal with here with the town of Rutherford. The first, obviously, is our calendar year. And so here we are right here at the end of June, halfway through 2023 on our calendar. But today is also the last day of another year for us. This is the last day of our fiscal year, our budgeting window, if you will. So our budget goes from July 1 to June 30. And so we're right here at the tail end of our fiscal year, our accounting year. And so it really has been, in my opinion, as we look back, one of the most monumental years that I can remember, from not only just new businesses in our community and things changing inside the community, but just investments from grants and grant partnerships, from new projects that either have started or completed or in the process of getting started through grant funding. It's just really been a great year. And I just want to pause for a minute and say a huge thank you to our entire Rutherfordton team. So everybody that is involved with the town of Rutherfordton, our committees, our volunteer boards, our foundation boards, our town staff, our mayor, our town council, Magnolia, I mean, everybody has really gone the extra mile this year, and it's reflected in how fantastic our fiscal year has been and what's coming up towards the tail end of 2023 and into 2024. So I just felt that on my heart this morning. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody.
And I want to take the opportunity to personally thank you, Doug, and Magnolia for the work that you've done this year. And it's something we go out, when we go out in the community, we talk about a lot. We strive about how we can work together. And by working together, we can accomplish so much. And this has been a very banner year for our town of Rutherford, and it gets you excited about what's to come, because now we have a track record, we have some experience, some things that we can do together, and it's been a great year. And I thank both of you for the work that you're doing, and all the staff people that our citizens don't see on Brewtiful Morning, but the 3 of us know how important they are in the work that we do, and what a joy it is to be a part of this great group of people that have a heart for our town of Rutherford.
Yeah, so kind of recapping some stuff this week. Showed at the beginning, we have new t-shirts available because we have a new mural downtown, thanks to the team over at C&H Wholesale. They actually own the building that this mural is on. right there on North Washington Street, but they own the building that this new mural, the S.A. Quamvaderi mural, is on. And so they were gracious enough to work with us and allow us the opportunity to install a new mural on their building there that faces North Washington Street. The side of it faces North Washington. The front actually faces East 2nd. So if you're going up to try to find the new mural, go up North Washington, take a right on East 2nd. You'll see it right there. Big, bold, beautiful colors of the North Carolina flag, the state motto, the state bird, the state flower, and to be rather than to seem. Go by. You'll want to grab one of these new shirts. So we've got them here available at Town Hall, and so you could grab the shirt and then go get your selfie in front of the mural. But it looks fantastic if you have not had a chance to go by and check it out.
And a lot of work goes into those murals that the people put up for us. The day we had Jackson, they happened to be out there working, so we stopped and watched them. And it was pretty warm that day, but they were working hard on that wall and did such a great, outstanding job, as all of our people have all over town. It is quite fun to drive around and look and see where it's coming up next and all the new ones that are up. So it's a great time to drive around town and just look. And we thank the people that put that up for us.
And I will say that those t-shirts are only $15. So I think you're getting a pretty good deal on them. But we also have one other piece of merch with the new town mural on it. So hopefully they'll be in today, and we'll probably make a social media post about it later if they come in.
If they come in today, you're going to want to come by and get one for fireworks.
Yes, and I don't think we've ever done this piece of merch before in Town Hall, so it's going to be something completely new, something different, and I'm so freaking excited about it.
Yeah, Ginger just commented that we're becoming a mural destination. That was really kind of the thought process in our action plan. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing an action plan come out of my mouth, but it sets the vision for what we're doing. That this mural has been a long time in the making, and the idea was really with the mural that Monty and his team over at Small Town Coffee Roasters did with Ethan. His mural encompasses so many things North Carolina. Everything that's incorporated into that mural has a tag to North Carolina: state bird, state motto, state animal, state tree, all the kind of state stuff. And so this one kind of came out of some digital creation into a mural of how can we continue to play off of that North Carolina theme and create, we've got our mural that's North Carolina, Rutherfordton kind of tag. And so now there's, 3 distinct North Carolina themed murals, plus the new mural that RS Central has done on the flip side of East 2nd Street. So it's just kind of cool, different feel, different vibe, but all kind of tied into a theme of North Carolina pride and great state stuff. Yeah, at Coffee Mug. Hey, that's not what's coming, but it's not to say that it can't. All right, and then wow. Magnolia knows some of the hard work that goes into this, but for the last couple of years, Rutherford Town Rising has really been in the heart of trying to foster new businesses, putting together a holistic plan to recruit businesses, to assist businesses, to look at what businesses are needed in our main street, and then how do we begin to equip those small business entrepreneurs to understand what the market needs are and what we see as a community of our needs. And so we have been on an amazing roller coaster of highs in 2023 in our downtown core with Mac and Go, with Impulse Art Studio, with Maples on Main. And gosh, I had lunch there yesterday. And if you have not had a lunch from Maples on Main, you are missing out tremendously.
And I'm going to pause, Doug. That was his first time eating at Maples on Main. Was it life-changing?
It was. And I'll tell y'all, time out. It's not that I don't love Maples on Main, and Dan and Alex are great and the food is fantastic. I told them yesterday, I've had to do a little bit of wellness on myself. So I've been on a little bit of a strict diet, trying to shed some pounds for the summer and do better. So not only was it my first time at Maples on Main, but it was really like my first big eating out meal in almost a month and a half. And so the food was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. if I could give them a 5-star review, I'd give them a 6. You know, that's how good it was, really.
Yes.
So yeah, Maples on Main. And now today we get to celebrate with Mill Hill General Store. And I love all of our downtown businesses. Love them all to death. But for the last about 4 or 5 years from our work at Rutherford Town Rising, what we have seen in our market research, in the data from what our downtown is missing, when we look at other downtowns that have molded both retail, restaurants, experiences, and community investments, the missing middle for us right here was something like Mill Hill General Store, and kind of the heart of that retail. Impulse Art Studio has done a fantastic job with their inventory and their retail. But I can tell you, of all the things that I have been personally most excited about, Mill Hill General Store is it. I am so happy for Christy and Steven to get open up there. I got a sneak peek yesterday, and I know it's been changing all behind the scenes, but they're going to be celebrating their grand opening at 10 o'clock today.
10 o'clock.
You need to come by and check it out. If you don't get there at 10, come by today and check it out.
So
I encourage people to come by because they have put so much work into that building and that store front, and all the problems they ran into in trying to accomplish a dream themselves. They have done an outstanding job. I'm excited about going and just looking inside because all I've seen is the pictures up to this point. I congratulate them for the work that they've done, and thank you for being a part of our wonderful town of Rutherford, and congratulations to them on a grand opening today at 10 o'clock.
And I was in there earlier this week, and they were still putting inventory up on the shelves and everything like that. But even with the little bit that they had out at that moment, I was walking around and I was like, oh my gosh, I can get that for my best friend. Oh my gosh, that screams Reagan. Like, there is something in Mill Hill General Store for every person that you know. Like, I don't know how they were able to capture the essence of anybody and everyone, but it is truly amazing. And I am so excited for them to be open today.
Yeah. And I want to make a clear determination in that it is not Hill's Hardware General Store. Hill's Hardware General Store is the hardware general store. They've got the yard stuff. They've got some history books in there. They've got all your yard decorations, that kind of thing. The more traditional general store feel. Mill Hill General Store is more like Mast General Store or Bubba O'Leary's in Chimney Rock. More of a retail-based general store that has that old school vibe with the new school merchandise. And so definitely want to check them out. Yes, you're going to be able to get I'm going out on a limb here, and I see Christy's on it. I know they got RC Cola, and I'm assuming they got a moon pie. But if they don't have a moon pie, they've got candy that you grew up on, because they've got a whole section of all different types of candy in there too. But think about the mass general store kind of feel right here in the heart of Rutherfordton, done in a way that it'll just blow your mind.
I saw pictures. They had Orange Crush. My generation
Yep.
grew up on Orange Crushes, so it was exciting just to see the bottle, let alone get the taste of inside.
Yep, she's got the moon pies. It's official. It is official moon pies at Mill Hill General Store.
And they have the little wax bottle things that have like the sugar juice on the inside of it, and then you chew on the wax. Like, I know that's like a big nostalgia thing and everything, but they've got everything in there, and they've got like the bulk candy where you can go in and they have like the baskets full of candy. It's amazing. So definitely stop by today if you get the chance.
Yeah, and so it's been just one business after another. Sweet Forever Florist. We're in the process of working with now. Enchantments is open. They're open on Saturday mornings. They're open on Saturdays. They're right next to Haircutters. They're open, but we're working with them to do a official big grand opening very soon. Mama's Restaurant and Bar, which is going in the former Flyboy location, the former Olive Tree location on 2nd and Central. They are in the process of a grand opening, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks max, is kind of what they're looking at. So yeah, it's just been one new business after another. But that shows a lot of the work and the dreams and the visions of RTR, a lot of the things that we've been able to do to partner with our businesses. So cannot be more excited to see that happen.
We're excited about new business opening up because it's great to have new members of our family in town, but that draws people from different areas to come into town. I encourage you to come to these new stores, but walk around, see what everybody has to offer. And we're proud of this town, and we don't mind showing it off to anybody and everybody. So please sure and come and enjoy the day in Rutherford. Check out our new stores, but check out everybody.
Yep. Let's see what else, Magnolia. We got fireworks tonight. Talked about that. Got a new mural downtown, new shirts. We got a new business coming downtown. What else?
I'm trying to think. Kevin said it that we have zip trips coming up on July 14th.
July 14th,
So
zip
that'll
trips.
be an early morning for us. And I'm guessing that
Yeah.
we're not going to be able to do Brewtiful mornings because we'll be live on WSPA. So
Yeah, we'll do some behind the scenes stuff. We'll maybe pop on our story or something like that. We'll see what we can squeeze in. You know, last time that Christine was here, Christine Scarpelli, who's the news anchor that puts the zip trips together, and you guys probably know watching, if you guys watch WSPA, she's kind of their anchor that comes to the area. We did a Facebook Live. This was back before Brewtiful Morning days, but we did a Facebook Live with Christine while we were live on WSPA, and so hey, maybe we'll pull that off again this year. Yeah, so the flowers, if you have not been down to Marshall Park, it has been an amazing year down there. And so I did get permission from Mama Dot Abrams, who helps take care of the flowers down there, to pick a few. These were actually a gift for me yesterday. Yesterday's my birthday, but that's not what I'm talking about the flowers about. I just wanted to say thank you to the Abrams family for taking care of the flowers down there. It looks gorgeous this year with kind of the new wildflower beds along the creek. And here in the next coming week, 10 days or so, we got a holiday in the middle of that, but we're going to be putting up some shade structures in the dog parks. So big thank you to the Chobani Corporation. Yes, the ones that make the yogurts and the creamers and the coffee creamers and the oat milk and all that stuff that you love in the dairy aisle. Chobani has been a big sponsor of the dog park, and thanks to them, we're going to be putting up some shade structures in the dog park. And then they have made another gift, and we're looking at some additional dog play equipment. So we've got the first set of dog play equipment that's in there now, and looking at some other options. But very soon there'll be some pretty good sized shade structures to help you and your four-legged friends enjoy the park a little bit longer during those hot summer days.
And we thank Shabani for continually helping us with the forward movement of the dog park. Dot and her whole family go constantly over there attending to the flowers and everything. It's a great opportunity to bring your four-legged friends in and enjoy park along with everyone else. So we appreciate everybody's support in moving the dog park forward, and it's fun to even just watch the dogs over there run around and stuff. So yeah, it's a great addition to our park.
I did think of a big announcement that we should talk about. Yesterday, I posted a news post to our website talking about layout changes for the Hilltop Fall Festival. So I haven't published this quite yet on social media, but hopefully it'll be in the paper once I actually send the press release out and everything. But this year, we are changing the structure and the layout of Hilltop Fall Festival. So in years past, we've always had the vendor booths pushed up against the sidewalk. And so that leaves one big walking area in the middle of Main Street for our visitors and residents to come and enjoy the festival. But this year, year, we're actually going to move all of the vendor booths to the middle of Main Street on the double yellow line. So that's actually going to leave big walkways between the vendor booths and the business storefront. So we're hoping that visitors and residents and everyone who comes to enjoy Hilltop Fall Festival this year will actually like visit our businesses downtown. So if you're a business downtown, we're going to urge you to not get a vendor booth. Instead, kind of bring some of your merchandise out onto the sidewalk and draw people in that way. But we're really excited. We hope everyone else is excited. We know that this is a big change. But I think it's going to make the festival even better this year.
Yeah, and you know the reason that we have these festivals is one to have community come together, but two is to showcase your downtown. A lot of times, this might be the first time somebody's come to downtown Rutherford in a year or 6 months, whatever the case may be. If you haven't been in downtown Rutherford in the last 6 months, then you've missed out on about 7 different businesses that have opened in downtown. And so our planning team that coordinates the festivals, you know, we've seen this with the Bigfoot Festival in Marion, and we've listened to their success. We've seen it with the Cheerwine Festival in Salisbury, and it's an amazing change because now the showcase is Main Street. The showcase is the vendors in the middle, the business on the outside, and really doing something a little differently. So it's going to be pretty cool because now with the stage in Main Street Park, the music is moving down to Main Street Park. There'll be an opening there in the middle of the festival for all of the music and activities on Main Street Park. Up on the courthouse lawn, we're going to have displays and events. So we'll have there'll be a local cheerleading. The local cheerleaders from RS Central and RS Middle will be there. We'll have the dance team from Main Event Dance Studio. We'll have, I believe, the tumblers from IGA will be there. And so all of that kind of activity is going to be going on the courthouse lawn. We're going to have live music in Main Street Park and then also the food court like we did last year with the picnic tables. And so it's just a really cool strategic move and really excited to kind of see how this works.
And I went ahead and dropped the link to register as a vendor for our Hilltop Fall Festival. We're kind of a little short. I know that we've had a lot of confirmations from food trucks, but they haven't quite registered quite yet. And then I think we have like 20 arts and craft vendors. So there is plenty of space for people to join Hilltop Fall Festival this year. And just a reminder, all of the registrations will close on September 1st. So that will give us plenty of time to sort out where everyone is going to go and how we're going to fit everybody into the new layout and everything like that.
I'm just getting excited for fireworks tonight. I'm sorry. And Magnolia, I don't think it's too soon anymore. I don't know that we've said it on Brewtiful Mornings. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. But we've got a special food truck coming to Hilltop Fall Festival this year.
Are we going to say it yet?
I mean, pinch me. Why not? Go ahead.
Cousin's Main Lobster food truck will be at Hilltop Fall Festival this year. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
I remember the last time they were here, there was a constant line to get that wonderful food. So that's great news.
And I'm going to be really nice and give everyone an inside tip. If you download the Cousin's Main Lobster food truck app, you can order ahead and you don't have to stand in line. So I'm putting that out there for everybody for Hilltop. So you don't have to stand in line for hours and hours. You can go and put in your order, wait like 30 minutes, walk around, see vendors and downtown businesses, and then go up there, skip the line and pick up your food.
That's a big tip because it is the constant demand for their food. So.
You heard what she said, right? You download the app, you order your food, then you go pick it up. Life-changing, because that line, the mayor's right, that line could be 30 minutes, 45 minutes long, and you just download the app, schedule what time you want to pick it up, and go by and pick it up. All right, I want to change subjects one more time. We have been working really, really hard, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys. We're always honest with you guys on Brewtiful Mornings. It has been a frustrating process over at Crestview Park. And so we have been going off of the information that's been provided to us by our vendor for the playground equipment at Crestview Park. And so we removed the playground equipment back about 2 weeks ago with the anticipation that the new playground equipment would be there the day after we finished the removal, and then the installation would occur seamlessly. And that was not what happened. Yeah, Kevin, that was part of the thought process there, but it was a very, very tumultuous situation. Back and forth with the vendor. I'll say that as nice as I can to that process. However, after all of the delays, the playground equipment finally arrived last night, and it is on the ground at Crestview Park, and the installation team is over there working feverishly today to begin that installation. So there are three big main play areas at Crestview Park. There's the small, what we'll call the tot lot, or the smaller playground designed for kids, 18 months to about 4 or 5 years old. Then there's the larger area that's designed for kids in that 4 or 5 year old to 15 years old or so. And then there's a swing area and what was the old geodesic dome that's being replaced. So they're going to focus on one play area at a time. It will take them about 2 days per play area to get those units up and ready to be played on. As soon as a play area is completed, our public works team is going to be in, we'll mulch it, and it'll be open. So, if you're riding by and you see mulch on the ground in one of the play areas, that's your key that's plenty to do. So, we apologize about that. We really did not want to take the play equipment out. We know it's the middle of summer, Allison, but we did not want to take that out and have too much of a delay. And it's been about 2.5 weeks of delay. And I just want to say I apologize from the town's point of view. We went off the information from our vendor, and unfortunately it was not the correct information. And that was unfortunate. But the new stuff's coming in. It's going to be so much fun to play on. It's going to last us for the next 10, 15 years, and really excited to launch that over the next couple of days. So if you see mulch in the play area, that's your sign. Go to town play. If you see dirt, please keep the kids off. It's not 100% completed, and it's not open to play on.
Well, congratulations on working through it. Continue working. I know it's been a struggle, but I'm excited about getting it opened up the park and getting more young people over there to play in the park, and it'd be very enjoyable here during the summer. And so I'm excited about it myself.
Yeah. And then mark your calendars. I don't know we're going to do a formal ribbon cut or anything like that for the play equipment at Crestview, but we are going to have a official grand opening over at 2nd Street Park on August the 4th at 4 o'clock. August the 4th at 4 o'clock will be the official ribbon cutting at 2nd Street Park. So the construction activity has kind of winded down for just a little bit right over there. But we are not done. We still have painting to do. We still have some equipment to install on the bathroom building before it's 100% open. We still have the striping on the basketball court to go in, and we still have the play equipment to go in. About 2/3 of that play equipment is here and ready to be installed. The big play equipment will be here the second week of July. Different company, much better process. It will be here the second week of July. And so we're looking at August the 4th at 4 o'clock for the big grand opening up there at 2nd Street Park. You're going to want to be a part of that. I tell you, I went up there the other night. The basketball court now is lit. So one of the things we heard from the community is making sure that, the basketball courts had the same lights as we have over at Crestview Park. Makes sense. How do we make sure we have equal access? And so our electrical contractor got everything ready, and so he said let's test it out. So we turned them on, and so I went up there the other night, and when I pulled up, there were 2 young ladies playing basketball. I'm going to say they were 4th, 5th graders, maybe 6th graders, and I think they thought they were in trouble, but they weren't in trouble. It was so cute. But the smiles on their faces, they actually lived. I talked to them a little bit. They live in the neighborhood, and they were just so excited. They were out there. It was like 9 o'clock at night. They were playing basketball, and they were just so delighted to have the park. They knew nothing about the playground equipment that was coming. I showed them the picture that's up there of coming soon. They were just so delighted to have that back in their community and to tell all their friends about it. So it was just fun to see that going on up there at 2nd Street.
And I compliment Keith and his staff for the work that they've done up there in swift time. They've done an outstanding job, and now you can start to see some pride in that community. And they've got a wonderful park, and I know that they will be enjoying it. I've already been contacted about families wanting to have reunions up there, children coming home from college and bringing their friends over. And so we can all be proud of the work that has gone into putting that park up there. It's great to just drive by and look.
Yeah.
And I will say that Doug texted me that night. It was super late. And he's like, oh my God, kids are playing in the park. Like, it was so funny. But I'm just really thankful that the community is like in love with the park. And I can't wait for it to be finally open.
All right.
I think you missed a comment earlier that RJ had posted that Fab Fest is going to be July the 7th at 6 p.m. on Central Street. It is completely blown up. Like, people are traveling from all over to come and just attend Fab Fest. So definitely, if you haven't been in the last little bit, definitely just stop by and see all of the improvements, because I know that Fab is doing that class series and everything right now, and maybe that can be a Brewtiful Mornings topic in the future with Rachel and Monty about how much Fab has grown and what they're up to now.
Yeah, I'd love to, get them on. They are in the process of that series, and there's another series right behind that that's going to be launching in the fall, and so we need to have a little conversation with Monty and Rachel and see if we can get them on from the Fab side. And then I'll give you all some behind the scenes. I don't know if he's in the building, but RJ's on his way here for a meeting with Magnolia and I. And I wanted to talk to RJ. A lot of stuff they're doing with Reaching Roco is amazing. If you've not been tuning in to, they do a live broadcast, kind of a Brewtiful Morning style. I don't even know what they call it, but they've got one that they've been doing on Sunday nights on their channel on Reaching Roco at 6 o'clock. Theirs was maybe a little more better than ours. They gave away $1,000 last week.
That's awesome.
They gave away $1,000 last week. Anyway, but they've been doing one on Sunday nights, and it got me thinking. I've shared this with Magnolia a little bit over the last year or so. As we've really been working hard on downtown businesses, we've been working hard in the housing arena, we've been working hard on economic development, we've been working in just process improvement on different things. It's allowed us to open up conversations with so many different new groups, new people, and some people that have been working behind the scenes that we just are now connecting with. And so I've got RJ on the way over. We're going to have a little meeting here after Brewtiful Mornings to talk about how do we showcase this in a little bit better way as a community, kind of what they're doing with Reach and Roco. And it's been a pleasure for me to kind of see I've been here now 9 years, and this year, and I would say specifically in the last 6 to 8 months, starting to see a shift of younger generations taking on roles where we have had missing voids. And that is huge for this community in a post-COVID environment where volunteerism has been down. Some businesses have closed, and now new business owners are coming in to kind of fill that ring. And so how do we continue to showcase that and give the right level of recognition to those that are taking that on, so that the rest of the community can understand that shift that is changing in a very positive manner. It's a very positive manner. And I know that there is fear and apprehension about younger generation. There's misinformation and wrong assumptions about that. And how do we kind of break down those barriers so that we can all embrace these young entrepreneurs that are filling major needs in our community. So that's coming. That's coming here on Brewtiful Mornings, or some version of Brewtiful Mornings, and a collaboration with Reaching Rocco.
And to give everybody the inside scoop, next week on Brewtiful Mornings, we're going to have the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation back and a special guest of Dr. Scott Lawrence here talking about the extreme hike, because they are in their recruitment stages right now for the one in the fall, I think. So we'll have them on next week.
Full schedule.
Sparklers tonight.
Sparklers. Oh no. Oh no.
Fireworks.
I got so excited about the sparklers. What kind of sparklers you got?
I went to the fireworks stand to get them, so hopefully they're good quality. They're gold.
You know this one, Mayor?
Yeah, look at the band dancing through, marching through. There they go. Hello, welcome to Rutherford. Getting everybody in the mood.
Should I cue the intro?
Oh.
I attended an event last night, and mayor of our nearby town was there. He is coming tonight and bringing his entourage, so we have some out-of-town guests. So I'm excited about the event.
Oh, how can I forget?
I was
How can
wondering.
I forget? Magnolia, do not cue the exit. Do not cue the exit. Monumental week that I totally skimmed over, Mayor. Mayor Dancy was able this week to go up on a stage and collect a small little envelope that had a major amount of money in it. Mayor, do you want to, I know we put it on our Facebook, but do you want to announce to folks what you picked up on Tuesday?
I'm very humble. I'll let you do that.
All right. So we are in the final stages now of phase 1 of the Norris Recreation Complex, which is the former golf course property here in Rutherfordton. We've been awarded some major grants, but there was a kind of a little gap there to close the fundraising for the first phase. And we want to give a huge thank you to the Carolina Foothills Foundation. You may not have heard that name before because this is their inaugural giving, but they gave away $4.5 million to 44 nonprofits in Rutherford and Polk counties. That's their giving area, Rutherford and Polk counties. It was the former hospice of Rutherford and Polk counties that they sold hospice to a private hospice, and they used the funds similar to RHI Legacy to set up a giving foundation, a philanthropic foundation to support wellness, senior activities in Rutherford and Polk counties. And the town of Rutherford was awarded $250,000 from the Carolina Foothills Foundation. We want to say thank you to them for the gift that was given to the town. But moreover, to give that level of funding to 44 agencies, 43 others than the town that are doing amazing work in an arena of wellness, in the arena of senior programs and aging programs. What a marvelous way to truly impact the quality of life here in our community. So Carolina Foothills Foundation, on your inaugural gift to those in Rutherford and Polk counties, congrats, and all of the other 43 agencies that received money. We can't wait to see what amazing things you do with those funds to improve lives here in our community. So big announcement that closes the funding gap for that park. We're in the process now of recruiting a final design team, and so that park is going to now start to snowball into another asset that will open hopefully in the latter part of 2024.
Doug, I want to take the opportunity to thank Carolina Foothills for being such a wonderful partner in this community. As I explained to some of their board members that day, being in the town of Rutherford, who celebrates its 236th birthday this year, we are proud of our history and we want to preserve it as much as we possibly can, as difficult as that is. But the Norris family played such an important role in our history of the hospital, our library, and it's great to use these funds to extend that facility over there, the golf course. It is going to be a great addition to our town. So with Foothills, we thank you again for recognizing so many groups in our community and recognize them with the funds that you did. So I congratulate them also and thank you for your contribution to our community.
Am I allowed to change subjects like completely?
I mean, why not? That's what we've been doing all morning.
Okay, and I know that we're running short on time because we have that meeting with RJ coming up. But
yeah,
Doug and I
I was going to stay live until he got in the building and just let him come in and say hey to everybody.
Perfect. We can do that. Doug and I had a really good conversation. I think it was yesterday about how whenever yes, we are the town of Rutherfordton. We focus on the town of Rutherfordton and everything inside the town of Rutherfordton city limits. But whenever we raise up other communities within our county, the entire county comes up with us. So our sister city, Spindale, is actually having their centennial celebration this year. And on August 5th, which is a Saturday, I believe, they're going to have their
Saturday after the grand opening of 2nd Street Park.
Yes, they're having their centennial block party all day from, let's see. Okay, the vendors.
I think it starts at 10.
Well, the vendors and the food trucks open at 11 and everything goes until 9:30 when the fireworks are shot off. But there is of course, no other than Spindale. There's an American dairy goat show starting at 8 a.m. So you can get into Spindale at 8 a.m. and spend the entire 11 and a half or 12 and a half hours down there, or 13 and a half hours. So they're going to have live music. They're going to have vendors. They're going to have food trucks. They're going to have anything and everything that you can think of. So yes, we are recommending that everybody leave Rutherfordton on Saturday, August the 5th and go over to Spindale and celebrate their centennial with them.
And we congratulate Spindale on such a wonderful birthday. As you mentioned, we have a great working relationship with all of our communities around here, but Spindale is the closest to Rutherfordton, so we've got a great relationship with them, and we congratulate them, and I hope everybody comes out to help them celebrate.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a full lineup of stuff too. So, I mean, they've got stuff on their main stage kind of starting at 11, but just running down, their stuff. They've got the RS Central High School Band that's going to kick it off music-wise. Then they've got an amazing kind of lineup of stuff. They've got In His Glory, Heaven Bound Trio. They've got Robin Lattimore, who's done a special book for them for their 100th. They're going to have book signing available most of the day. They've got a children's story time, Sisters in Christ, Living by Faith, the Holy Mackerels. Robin Lattimore is going to have a presentation of the book on the main stage. Piney Mountain Boys, Carly Arrowwood, Rocky Yelton. And then right before the fireworks, I know they're going to have kind of an official celebration with Mayor Bland and a lot of people that have been behind the scenes working on their block party and their centennial. But local homegrown favorite Avery Robertson will be on their stage, and then fireworks. So congrats, Spindale. 100 years, 100 years of fun in Spindale, and that's going to be a fun day for them to celebrate that.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
And also, happy birthday, Doug. It was his birthday yesterday.
Well, thank you.
He did. And Doug, congratulations on your birthday. I have learned for several years now, the older I get, the more I appreciate them. So we appreciate you and your birthday.
Well, thank you, Mayor. I'm beginning to embrace the fact that it's just another day, but it's fun to celebrate another day and another year. So,
are you in your 40s now?
Yeah, I've been there for just today. No. 2 years into the 40s. 2 years in.
Old.
It has worked, so it's a great job.
Yeah, it's still working. Everything works. All right. I don't know if RJ's in the building. RJ, if you're in the building, comment before Magnolia cues the exit.
And remember, people that's coming around this morning, it's in town. Stop by and help with the ribbon cutting. Happens in about 30 minutes or so.
30 minutes, Mill Hill General Store.
Maybe we can just drag RJ with us and talk on the way up to Mill Hill.
Sounds good to me.
All right, perfect. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play the outro.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. You guys have a great weekend. Thank you.
See y'all tonight at the fireworks.
Whenever lost, whenever down, you know what to do.